So it is day 3 of peak week, and it is the 3rd and final day of carb depletion, which is awesome. So I'm sick and tired of eating no carbs. So I didn't film my day yesterday just because yesterday was the exact same as day 1. It was still about like 60 grams of carbs, 2 gallons of water, still salting my food and everything like that. But I'm gonna film today because today gets a little bit different and a little bit more challenging. So the final day of peak of carb depletion, my water is going up to 2.5 gallons. I'm cutting out everything artificial. Like the previous 2 days, I was allowing myself like 2 to 3 0-calorie drinks like Zevia, sparkling ice, whatever it may be, just because 4 and 3 days out, it's not a huge big of a deal. But being that it's the last day of depletion, I just really don't want anything artificial in my body to really hold on to any excess water, glycogen, whatever that may be. So we're cutting everything artificial out. Also, I'm reducing my sodium pretty drastically. I'm not getting very picky to a certain amount of sodium to hit, but more so I'm just not putting any seasoning, nothing on my food, just because the potential for using seasonings, when you use seasonings, there's a greater potential to retain water, retain excess weight in your body that you're just trying to flush out. And ultimately, the more you flush out of your body, the more of a clean slate you have, and the more crazy you're gonna look when you carb and fill back up. So the plan for today is essentially just going to be doing what I did yesterday, but I'm also reducing my carbs even more. I mean, 60 grams of carbs is nothing big at all, but today I think they're going to be around 40 grams, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to pull up my Fitness Pal. So I just had my first meal that I showed right there, and I prepped some meat for earlier today. So today my intake of carbs is going to be 45 grams, which is like next to nothing, plus like literally nothing else. It'll be a tough day, but it's the last day, so we got to get everything you got. So the first meal you guys saw there, that was just my chicken, eggs, zucchini. So to cut my carbs a little bit, I'm basically just cutting my veggies in half today, which it doesn't even feel like a lot in the first place, but you got to do what you got to do. So the macros for that first meal was 394 calories, 58 grams of protein, 17 grams of fat, and 3 grams of carbs. So basically just running off protein and a little bit of just like dietary fats pretty much. So that's the plan. Right now I'm just chugging water because I have a lot of water to drink today. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next clip. So obviously I'm still drinking my pre-workout on the last day of depletion. Some guys like to cut it out, but honestly, I'm keeping it in just because the pre-workout, it's got the caffeine, which is going to give me energy, which ultimately is going to give me, more energy, obviously. So that's going to make me more mobile. I'm going to be up and around, moving more compared to just if I don't have anything. Like I literally feel like just a slumped over, just like rock or something. Like right now, like it's energy is just like down the drain, like no like excitement or anything inside me. So it's like drinking something like this is going to give me some energy, and I'll be able to move around more, burn more calories, potentially burn more fat. Just kind of lose more just off my body right now. So I don't really see it as a bad thing, and honestly it's going to help me get more effort into my workout too. Yeah, so I'm keeping pre-workout in. I'm going to sip on this. It's almost 11 right now. I'm going to hit workout just at like 11. So I'm sipping on this right now. Probably continue to sip on a little bit throughout my workout. But yeah, that's the plan. And then after my workout, I'll hit my second meal of the day. All right, so just got warmed up. We're going to hit the last depletion workout of this depletion phase of peak week. So I'm super excited, just gonna get after it. I'm gonna do the same workout I did yesterday actually, super high tempo, super high volume, high reps. I'm trying to make this session only like 30-45 minutes, just kind of get in, get out, get what I need to get done, call it good. So I'm gonna get started today, start out with some pull-ups, some incline dumbbell bench press. Really wish I had machines for this, but everything's closed down, so I gotta work with what I got. But no excuses, let's get it. Alright guys, so I wrapped up my last official workout of this peak week and just entire prep, which is awesome. Last depletion workout, so now here's my post-workout meal. And it doesn't get any more plain than this. It's literally just 300 grams of romaine lettuce, 110 grams of avocado, and then, 7 ounces of just white fish, tilapia. No seasoning, no sauce, no nothing on this, no sodium. Because today, like I said earlier, I'm cutting sodium just so I don't retain any water or anything like that. Yeah, it's gonna taste terrible, but it's the best we can do right now. So you just gotta suck it up sometimes and enjoy the process. So already knocked out a gallon of water today. I finished that during my workout, so I've already filled up the second gallon. So my plan is to knock that second gallon out by meal 4, most likely, and then from meal 4 to when I go to bed, I'll knock out another half gallon. Just kind of load up before I go to bed. I'll be pissing a lot tonight, but it's part of it, and I just want to flush everything out of my system for when I wake up tomorrow morning. Piss a few more times, and then I'll be just drained of water and good to carb up. But yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy this meal. It's crazy. Last workout, official workout, just ended. Tomorrow, day before the show, we'll do a pump workout, and then same thing right before the show, a few minutes before, we'll do that little pump workout. But the big stuff is it's all done. All right, guys. So we are at meal number 3 for the day. It's about 3 p.m. So what we have is our 20 grams of macadamia nuts. Those are salted. 1 whole egg, and then 6 ounces of chicken breast weighed raw. So there's a little bit of sodium in the macadamia nuts, but for the day, I'm honestly under 1,000 milligrams, which is crazy low. But yeah, so the macros for this meal, I'm gonna pull them up. Same meal I've been having the past however many days. So let's see here. Macros for this meal, so it's 321 calories, which is really what matters, the calories. 33 grams of protein, 20 grams of fat, and 3 grams of carbs. So I'm feeling absolutely just zonked, man. Literally I feel like a zombie just walking around, just no expression. I just went to the grocery store to pick up some quick veggies quick for tonight, and I just felt like I wasn't even there, just walking in space without anybody there. It was just weird. So I'm just absolutely just dead. But it's the last day of carb depletion, so pretty soon we'll be able to carb up and it'll be all good, and I'll be having a little bit more energy. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try and enjoy this plain little meal. So that's the plan. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go have meal number 4. It's gonna be the same exact meal as the last meal, so honestly I don't really need to show it to you. But the funny thing is with that meal is because those macadamia nuts had a little bit of salt on them, it's holy cow, that taste literally made the meal taste amazing. Just from today, literally no sodium, no seasoning, no sauce on anything. That little bit of sodium on those nuts just saved the day, just it made it taste so good. And it's funny because even after a tiny meal like that with 3 carbs, my energy instantly shot up slightly. Still wasn't good, but compared to what it was, it shot up slightly, and then all of a sudden it shot back down. So it just shows as soon as I put something into my body's literally utilizing every little thing it can get. But yeah, so it's crazy, and it's I feel terrible, and the last thing I want to do is start complaining, but I just think it's so interesting how far you can push your body, and that's what you need to do. This is not the time to sit down and give up on it. This is the time to push even harder, which is what I'm doing. Every time it starts to hurt, every time I start to feel achy and tired and hungry, that's when I push even harder. I use that as fuel. I use that pain. I use that just tiredness as fuel to go forward, because I know I'm pushing myself and testing myself every second of the day. And that's the cool part about it. You need to embrace those times and make the most of them, not sit and run from them. Those times are what makes you stronger. So I'm gonna go enjoy that meal. I won't show you guys. It was literally the exact same as the last meal, and call that good. All right, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we are about to go hit the last cardio session of Shred City. So it's about, 7:45 right now at night. And I have my last meal after this cardio session, so I'm gonna go knock out as much cardio as I can really get away with. Honestly, I'm so just dead. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do, but nonetheless, we set ourselves this goal, and we're gonna do cardio up until today. So we're gonna go do some cardio. We're gonna give it everything we got we might not get our 45 minutes, but we sure as hell are gonna give it our all. So I'm gonna go knock this shit out. Let's get it. So we just did it. We wrapped up last session of this prep. I've been doing this for the past, like, what is it, 16 weeks now. Every single day, like 30 to 50 minutes for the past like 6 weeks, every single day. And it's cool to say that we're all done with it now. And I mean, I'm excited to take it a little bit easier on the cardio after this prep is all over. I mean, I'm still gonna do cardio, don't get me wrong. I'm still making sure I get cardio done after this, but nowhere near as much I'm doing right now. And it's crazy that it started out and we went through all that suffering, all that pain, and now we're done. And I can honestly say, I didn't miss one single cardio session that I had scheduled for myself. Stuck to my word every single time. And I gave it my all. Didn't sell myself short one single time. If I told myself I was doing 45 minutes, I was doing 45 minutes. If I told myself I was gonna burn 500 calories, you damn best believe I burned 500 calories. Like, I did not sell myself 1 second short, which is really cool to say. And I'm proud of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat my last depletion meal for this depletion phase. I'm so excited to be done with this depletion shit, because it is, God, I'm just dead. Like, I mean, it's no energy. I'm just ready for this to be done. And I'm smiling right now. It honestly hurts to smile, just like that low energy. So we're gonna go eat some more leaves and some fish. Pretty plain, nothing on it. But that's gonna wrap up day 3 and the final day of depletion. And then tomorrow, that's when the fun starts. We'll start looking like Superman. I feel so small, so lanky right now, where honestly, yeah, I'm smallest I've been in my entire life since I've started bodybuilding and stuff like that. But it's all gonna pay off. And once we get those carbs in our system tomorrow, you best believe it's gonna look even crazier. So that's when we'll fill out, look really cool. So I'm gonna go eat some food. I'll see you guys in the next clip. All right, guys, so what we have here is my dinner, and you already know what it is. It's just a salad. It's plain as it gets, no sauce, no seasoning. So what it is 300 grams of romaine lettuce, and the past 2 days it's been 400 grams. Like today I had to drop my carbs slightly, so I took a little bit from this. So 300 grams of romaine, 90 grams of avocado, 5 ounces of salmon, and then 2 ounces of tilapia. I ran out of salmon, so I'd use a little bit of tilapia as well. Macros for it is 442 calories, 43 grams of protein, 21 grams of fat, and then 20 grams of carbs. So I'm gonna eat this, and it's the last depletion meal of this prep, and then my meals get really fun. But just really quickly, just to reiterate, the meals I'm eating, the diet I'm on right now, and the whole schedule I'm on right now is not healthy. It's not healthy at all. You should never ever do this unless you are prepping for a bodybuilding show, a photo shoot, whatever it may be. You should never do this to sustain a normal lifestyle. This is not healthy or a normal lifestyle kind of thing. Really, the only time you're going to see people eating like this, unless they're nuts, and I think the keto diet is actually a good thing, where you're never going to see anybody eating like this. No one should eat like this unless you're doing it for a specific person or specific reason and intentionally trying to take yourself to an extreme point. But don't ever try this unless you have that reason. So that's why I'm doing this, to prep and look absolutely crazy for my photo shoot. But as soon as that shoot's done, I'm going to go back to a normal diet, say F this diet, and be a normal, happier, healthier person. So it's just a temporary thing. It's unhealthy, very, very, very unhealthy. But that's why it's temporary, because we would not sustain this for a long period of time. So let's finish up the big salad here. And now what it's time to do is finish off my water for the day. Probably have about like 28 ounces in here. If it was a half gallon, so I got a little bit to go. So what I'm gonna do here is just chug this, try and finish it all like in the next 5 minutes. And an important thing to note, that if you're ever on a prep or a photo shoot prep, bodybuilding competition, you're cutting water. I've been loading water the past 3 days, but after this water, I'm literally done until the show is over, the shoot is over. So I'll have like a sip here and there maybe, but after tonight, water is cut out completely. So it's important that when you cut water, you cut it out all at once and you don't gradually reduce it. That's because if you gradually reduce your water, your body is going to start to hold on to it, and therefore you're going to look watery, obviously retain water, and when you retain water and look watery, you don't look nearly as good. It almost looks like you look fatter and just like fluffier because their muscle isn't as dense and hard looking. So you want to cut it all at once, because that way your body doesn't know what happened to it. It pisses it all out, it pees it all out, and all of a sudden it's gone, and then by the time it's gone, your body has nothing to hold on to. Where if you cut it out gradually, your body's going to hold on to it for a lot longer, because you're cutting it a little bit there, and your body goes, okay, you're cutting some water, that means we should hold on to some because we don't have as much. So when you cut it some more, your body goes, okay, let's hold on to some more because you're not having as much. Where, like I just said, if you cut it all at once, your body flushes it all out before it has a chance to really realize what's happening. So after I'm done drinking here, I'll probably pee another 3 to 5 times tonight, and I'll wake up in the morning, maybe pee one more time, and there'll be nothing left in my system, like literally nothing. So then that's when you want to start carbing up, when there's nothing left in your system. So that's how this water's depletion is working. So yeah, so I'm gonna drink that and end this depletion phase, day 3. It's awesome. The fun starts tomorrow. Carbs come in. I'm not really gonna say too much, so I'll just show you in the next video tomorrow. But yeah, stay tuned. That's it. Last legit drink of water for the next like 1.5 days. So yeah, I'll be able to have water again obviously once the shoot is over. But until then, maybe just a few sips here and there. So that's another hard part. I mean, obviously it's not nearly as hard as depriving myself of carbs like I'm doing right now, but I will be really, really thirsty tomorrow and before the shoot on Saturday. So that's another just part of it, another extreme part of it that's not healthy, but it's only a temporary thing. So that's gonna end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the realness. I'm probably the worst I felt in my entire life, physically and just mentally. I'm exhausted, drained, such in a like just vulnerable state right now. But don't get me wrong, I love every bit of this, no matter how hard it sucks. Just, I don't know, I just enjoy this stuff because it's something that I feel like I'm good at, but just enjoy. I mean, we all have those things in your life that you enjoy, and for me, just the fitness and nutrition is just one thing that I enjoy. But it's like, you might not enjoy that, but you might have something else in your life that you enjoy. So whatever it is that you do enjoy, don't be afraid to love that and just follow that as long as you can. I'm doing this for the rest of my life, like being healthy, staying in shape, eating right, training my body. I'm doing that till the day I die. And it's like, whatever you're passionate about, do that till the day you die. Yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. We are 2 days out right now. Tomorrow will be 1 day out. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace.